Hello friend, how is it going? Welcome back to Toyota Maintenance YouTube channel. Look at this incredible Highlander. 2013 Toyota Highlander Limited all-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, whatever you wanna call it, what they call it correctly. Four-wheel drive, right here. So it's a limited, it has that light gray leather interior with the wood trim. These are really great vehicles. Many of you understand 2013, it's the last year of this generation. My wife is driving 2013 Highlander, but she has two-wheel drive. She has a black leather interior, non-limited, whatever trim it was called, and she has two-wheel drive, so very easy to maintain. However, she would love to have a four-wheel drive, but my wife is Honda Ridgeline girl, so her Highlander is just temporary fix. And she's waiting for slightly used Honda Ridgeline. She likes those Honda pickups. Back to this one. This one is 214,000 miles on the odometer, runs perfectly. And basically the owner always comes just for the regular maintenance. And she came today and she said, hey, I have problem with starting sometimes. So we discovered immediately the positive terminal was not good. She had the negative terminal correctly together and tight, but this was, I don't know who did that for her. This is like a partial use of the aftermarket terminal. So this is wrong and it was slightly loose and she didn't see it. So this will be replaced. Then obviously you see the oil caddy catching oil, so oil change is going to be done. And she said, I'm going to sell it. I'm getting ready, I will start cleaning it and so on. But unfortunately, I heard some occasional brake squeaking. I think one of my brakes is bad. So I took it in, and with the wheels on, I look at the front brakes, looking through the rims, because they have a nice big opening, and also looking from inside with the light. So let me show you what I found. So when I looked through the rim, I'm like, there's really not much left. It must be the front brakes making the noise. I looked from outside, inside, I saw these grooves. You can probably see it. The rotors are grooved. Oh yeah, that's easy. It must be the front brakes, what she was talking about. However, then I looked still with the wheels on, through the rim, on the rear brakes. And look at it. The amounts of rust again. This was definitely, that will be hard to remove. That rotor is stuck on the hub. And when I look on the brake pads, it was the same. There's basically nothing left. Let's go back to the front using the light. So, wherever you try to look, you can see the distances to the rotor. The rotor is not damaged. I don't see any metal on metal. But, and you guys always have the advices on opinions. What do you think about these rotors? Shall I resurface them for her and save her some money, or is it completely shot? Because obviously the pads, when I looked under certain angles, I can see the front pads have between 1 and 1.5 millimeter on it. Because you can look through all kinds of areas and see that. Now when I came to the back, I realized I have to take off the wheels, even just for evaluation, because those pads on the back are even worse. I didn't discover any damages as a metal on metal, and she said it was squeaking sometimes. But the worst is here on the passenger rear. One of the pads will be probably only like 0.5 millimeter. It's this one. This outer, that's what made me to remove the wheels. Now, why remove the wheels? Well, because you have a better access from all these angles and you can really measure it correctly and see it. So just look there between the rotor. Is the light enough? I believe so. The rotor and the pad backing, there's basically nothing. So in this case, also look at the grooving on that rotor. Everything is rusty and it's not in the good shape. So I wanted to show it to you, because anytime I make these videos and I say what I want to say, anytime there are some of you who say, no, that's not right. And it should be actually done differently. So right now I'm asking you, what are you saying? What she needs? Front brakes, rear brakes? What do you think is important for her? Can she does only rear maybe? And leave the front, since considering the fact that she's selling the vehicle and she doesn't want to keep dumping money on it. So I will wait for your opinions 24 or 48 hours, and then we will continue with this vehicle accordingly regarding your decisions and advices, right? Well, that will be cool game, but we cannot do that. I hope you already made your opinion what it should be done, if I should resurface front rotors or even the rear ones. The brake light is available right there. I can just plug her in the outlet and start scraping those. Well, I will tell you what I will do with it. Observing the minimal thickness of the rotors, which I didn't show you, but it's pretty obvious, and also and mainly the amounts of rust, especially on the front rotors. I think it's pretty clear that trying to resurface those, either front or the rear ones, will be pretty silly. And she needs complete set of the front rotors, front pads, front hardware, because it comes with these special springs which are pushing the pads away from each other. Where did I have those? I can show you that. Still not finished moving, but I just recently touched the bin with the hardware for the brakes. So it's not these spreaders for the pads. You know from where this is. That's from Tacomas. I speak about these puppies. Do you see the shape of it? So it's like a wire spring, and these two ends are coming into the pads, and they are kind of pushing it away from the rotor. So when the pressure from the brake pedal, therefore from the piston, is released, the pad is not scraping or touching the rotor, pushing on the rotor. So all that hardware needs to be replaced. There is lubricating, sliding areas, sliding pins and so on. All of it has to be done. I checked the parts. They are fortunately all available. Not today, but I will have it tomorrow morning. Fortunately, she brought the car. She dropped it off sooner. I had her scheduled for tomorrow, and she dropped it off this afternoon. So that gave us time. Time is everything, because I have time to show you around. I have time to communicate with you and listen to your opinions, which will be below the video. And you can listen my opinion, what should be done with this vehicle. It's unfortunate that it happens right before she wants to sell it. She drove with it for years. Now she made a decision, get rid of this car. She also has a small Honda Fit, which she loves. It's pretty cute, like 2015 Honda Fit. She drives that and she loves the gas mileage. So I drove it once because I did an oil change for her. It also has like a high trim and it's pretty cool. It's actually pretty cool little car. So this is what's happening. Sometimes you try to postpone things and they bite you anyway. I guess that's what happened in this moment. Maybe, just maybe, I should find time tomorrow and film either front or rear brake job on 2013 Highlander. I should go look if it's actually not on this channel. This channel, I'm working on it years and years. It has over 1,100 videos posted regarding Toyota content, so that's totally possible that I already filmed it in the past. So thanks for watching, supporting the channel, and have a great evening, my friend. See ya.